tips from the Life in UK Test Handbook to become part of a British society. Now, first of all, the fundamental principles and values of the United Kingdom should be respected. Democracy, the rule of law, individual liberty, tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, and participation in community life. And then a bit more profound, respect others and their opinions, to treat others with kindness, and to look after yourself and your family and your environment. Then they say us that we should try to be good neighbors. When we move in, we should introduce ourselves to our neighbors. They can be a help in saying where local shops are. They can look after your pets if you're away for some time. And also try to respect their privacy and to keep your garden tidy and not to be too loud. And also to only put your refuse bags and bins out on the day which they are collected. When can people become part of the local community? They can look if they can work or help, volunteer in governing bodies of universities, museums, art councils, and they can volunteer in many different ways at charities. There's Age UK, for example, helping the elderly, or NSPCC, they are helping children, or PDSA, they are looking after animals. People can work at or volunteer at Cancer Research UK, trying to fight cancer, or at other things. And for example, the National Trust, they can then look, there are 61,000 volunteers, and they are looking after the buildings, the countryside, the castles, the coastline, that they are keeping properly for future generations as heritage of the United Kingdom. And people can also, if they want to, donate their blood, so that other people who had an accident or an illness can get new blood, or they can also decide that after they've died, their organs should be donated and transplanted to other people who had an organ failure or an accident, so that they can live on. And people should try to look after the environment, are telling us. They should look that they don't produce so much waste and rubbish, and that there are things they are recycled, so the things then are cheaper because not new raw materials have to be digged up from the earth. And also, if it's possible, because it's cheaper and doesn't emit so much carbon, to look if public transport is made available, or to go by foot instead of using a car. And if people want to have change, they can become part of political parties, and then they can campaign for a political party. They can, for example, go around canvassing, knock at people's doors, and try to tell them why we should vote for their political party. And if people are then voted for, you can then become part of government and decide what happens in the country. And that is according to the Life UK Test Handbook on several pages, for example 142 and 143.